Okay, closer to your face. You're so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
All right, so
That's
hi,
a
Sam.
serious interview.
I'm just sitting on this table. All right, so Sam, who are you?
Hi, Sam. I am Sammy J. I am some dude's wife. I am actually the 51% owner of CrossFit SDA.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, that's who I am.
Okay, how long have you been doing CrossFit?
I started, I guess we'll call it CrossFit, when I met Logan in 2014. Met him in his garage, like normal people meet each other, and started working out there and kind of dabbled in CrossFit stuff and weightlifting since then. But honestly, hadn't ever done CrossFit classes until we bought the affiliate in 2020.
Okay, so you bought SDA.
Yeah, we
in
bought
2020.
SDA, formerly a different gym, and essentially took our 10-year business, or what Logan started in 2012, I think, and kind of merged the two. And they were a CrossFit gym. Logan was a CrossFit athlete. We had people that did CrossFit out of our shop, but we were mostly, semi-private people and individualized programming. And so when we merged, I got way more into CrossFit and dabbled in competing, not anywhere near the level they do, but yeah, that's about the journey I went on.
All right. Okay, I'm just reading off of this list. How has this journey of following and managing the team been for you all of these years?
Oh, this specific team or all of them?
All of them. All of the teams.
To be fair,
and then we can go into specifics.
Been following and managing Logan since we met, so honestly, I think it's my not people pleasing, but my nurturing intuition. I don't know, to have to just kind of
maternal instinct.
Sure, we'll call it that. I don't have any kids or children of my own, but I think this is my form of love, is just kind of filling the gaps and support of people that need it. And whether that's, someone to talk to, or someone to drive the car, or someone to feed them, or, do things that they need done in order for them to get the rest that's necessary. That kind of just happened naturally with Logan and being with him since we've been together, and he did the same when I was in school. So when he decided to do team a few years ago, it just didn't stop. And instead of one person, it applied to 4. And we formed some really awesome friendships and relationships and got family from doing team and stuff like that. And it fills my cup, so.
Yeah, that's good. And so this team, specifically this year, how has that journey been for you, not competing?
Honestly, so fulfilling. This team this year, quite frankly, gets me very emotional, because we know about each other personally too. Like, we confide in each other, things we're going through, like struggles of family life and, losing loved ones and having babies and, real life stuff. And instead of keeping it all to ourselves, and even though some have tried, I've watched all of them just really lean into each other. And, even with kind of the last minute formation of like Annie coming back and all that kind of stuff, like it just felt right. They took a while because the girls are kind of quiet, but they just mesh so well. Everybody meshes so well, and I think they complement each other so well. Logan is very loud and over the top, and there's nobody on this team that's afraid to like, all right, calm down. You need to relax, but they also never ask him to not be himself. Like, I think that's a big one, is everyone gets to be who they truly are with no judgment and there's trust, there's full transparency, but also like everybody's honest. So it's really good.
That's good. That, I mean,
it feels like a real family. Like,
yeah.
I know everybody says that. I know everybody says, you know, even at CrossFit gyms, like, oh, we're a family. And it's like, sure, like you guys all see each other, you high five each other and everything, but like at the end of the day, there are tough conversations, and if you're able to have them and, you know, still hug it out at the end and be a unit at the end of all that, like that's special.
Yeah. Communication within the team, I feel like, is probably one of the most important things you have to have, like off the field, you know.
Yeah.
That's good. Okay.
One other thing I would add too is I don't feel like this year take out the this year part, but I don't feel like there's any one person that has to hold everything. Like, I feel like they all balance each other out really well, and they notice when someone else is either down or lacking or nervous or whatever. They're able to pick each other up and fill in the gaps between the
as
four
a team.
of them. Yeah. It's just really fun and special to watch.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I can also attest to that. I feel like this year has been a lot different, and it's been good. Okay, I'm just checking to make sure it's still recording. Logan took a lot of time.
I sent it to her. I sent it to her.
Okay, what address or what?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. I was like, how about competing this year? Okay, what are you most, I didn't ask this with the athletes because I'm trying to keep them like encouraged, but what are you most nervous about, knowing that you kind of like don't really have control, you just have to kind of watch them? And
I mean, it's the same thing every year. It's exactly what you just said. Like, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And you'll hear, you don't know it until you do it. And like, people always joke, they're like, spectating is the hardest part. And, you know, we have really good friends that were at the games level that are now spectators and in different phases of their life. And they're like, no, this is way harder because you cannot do anything. I know it drives Logan nuts when I tell him things last minute before they take the floor, like, don't forget to do this. Don't forget to do this. Like, remember this. And he wants to kill me. But it's because you're like, if that happens, you can't fix it. And I will say, that's always been the scariest part of being on the other side of the tape, is knowing that no matter what, like, you just get to be there after whatever happens, good or bad. But I will say this too, like, I feel like I've done that way less with this team, because they've just been, even with Alex stepping in, like, he's so fit, he's so experienced that so long as they communicate the way they've communicated all year, like, they're prepared. And something Logan and I talked about on the way here was, like, you guys just have to trust that. Trust that you have prepared to the best of your ability, especially with their circumstances. And I think I'm at peace with that, and I'm at peace with whatever happens, mistakes if they happen and all, because of how hard they've worked.
yeah, that's good. What are you most excited about?
This is a personal excitement, but my husband actually enjoying like a massive pizza and ice cream with me after semis. That'd be good. And Annie getting her Taco Bell. No, honestly, like, I think the same thing. It's the same thing that I'm nervous about is watching and seeing what happens. Because, again, no matter what happens this year, like, there's room to learn, there's room to grow. But I'm just really excited to see mentally and emotionally, like, the people that they all are together on that floor.
Yeah. Okay, last question. And it's the same last question that I asked Logan earlier.
Hold on.
You done over there?
Sorry.
There's gonna be so many bloopers. Okay, same last question that I'm asking everybody. What is something, or is there something, you tell yourself or have to remind yourself for a big competition?
I think it's the same thing of what I'd be nervous about is like, hey, work is done, they're prepared, they're ready, there's nothing more to do, so be at peace with whatever the outcome is. And I think this year, Logan mentioned it too, like we're just in a much different place, I think, emotionally and mentally, especially with everybody in our lives, that there's just peace, no matter the outcome. So really just remembering that while this has been our life for over a decade, it's not the only thing in life. And I think that has honestly made that clear understanding and that clear acceptance of, you know, we're still healthy, we still have each other, we have a home, we have incredible people in our lives. It just makes it that much easier to work that much harder and make the sacrifices to do this. And so just remembering like, hey, so long as you're investing into all of those things, this is worth it. That's probably the only reminder I really need. And seeing his face at the end of all of it. Seeing him continue to chase a dream that we won't give up on, and he is doing everything he needs to be doing to get closer and closer. It doesn't matter by a centimeter or a mile. As long as he's getting closer and closer, that's all that matters.
Yeah, some dude that doesn't quit.
Yeah. A finless porpoise that won't die. They die.
They're on a comeback.
Some Dolphins Army.
Some Dolphins Army. Good. All right, that's all I got for you. Thank
Alexa, you're up.